Greetings, children of the earth. I decided to give you a full face thing, right? So you can see my face because you're sick of seeing my profile. Maybe not. I don't know. But I'm not driving yet, so this is why you're getting this. Don't expect it all the time. Deal with the profile in the hand. Alright. So what are we talking about today? As I'm told, I have to do it faster for some reason. Okay. What we're going to talk about today, real quick, is impulse control. Something I do struggle with quite a bit. I'll be the first to admit that. Something I am learning about constantly, and yet having to readjust, tweak, and learn more. Because certain people on this planet, boy, they love to poke the bear, don't they? They just can't help themselves. Or people that are just shitty people who, for some god unawful reason, can't do what the rest of us do and love to find excuses for their poor behavior or their lack of work ethic or anything meaningful. Everybody else is to blame. They have no manners. They have no respect. How do you live like that? I have no idea. It sounds like a very disturbing thing to me. Hence why I need to learn, and why I am learning impulse control. Because it is very hard to deal with people like that. Because basic respect, basic kindness, basic courtesy shouldn't be a difficult thing. If you are a person with full faculties and you've at least graduated grade school, okay? Like, you learn how to share, you know? I mean, I don't expect, you know, the later generations to understand conflict resolution or, I don't know, communal sense, any of that stuff. I get it. You people are a lost cause on some of that stuff. And that's the reason why I want to do this, because I don't want you to be a lost cause about it. I don't want to feel like you are. I don't want you to feel like you are. There is a way to it. Same thing I do, except for me, it's harder to learn certain things because of learned behavior, because of what I experienced, right? I've experienced a lot of negative things in this life. So what I'm trying to do now is be positive, try to share. In sharing how to get past the negative stuff, I'm also getting past my negative stuff. Impulse control is one of those things. Do what you got to do to control the heat, the anger, right? Whether it's an infrared lamp, whether it's meditation, whether it's watching YouTube videos from Shaolin monks talking about how to handle yourself and your mind, create stillness, right? These are all great things. And they all give you possibilities to control yourself. That is what's important. That is how we get to where we need to go. Because this is a society that is very Charmin soft. They can't deal with the cats from the 20th anymore. We have to adapt a little bit. Same time, we shouldn't be giving up ourselves. So we have to learn impulse control. We have to learn that people just aren't going to be who they used to be. People are not going to grow up like us or learn things like us because they didn't have that experience. All we can do is share what not to do, what didn't work out for me, so they don't fall into the same trap. People aren't going to listen sometimes, people are going to listen sometimes, or aren't going to listen. It doesn't matter. What it is getting your message out there, getting it off your chest, and following through. Me, I'm working harder and harder to just let things go. To be like, why am I angry about this? Why do I feel invested to put this kind of energy into this? Where is the investment? 9 times out of 10, there is none. You're literally wasting energy and putting heat on yourself, possibly hurting something internal. It's not worth it. It really isn't. People are going to be people. There's people you're going to be learning from, and there's people that are just going to drive you crazy just because they enjoy it. And you have to remember something. Like, why don't you just... Sorry, traffic. People, swear to God. See, there you go, impulse control. I could be screaming right now for a person cutting me off, but I'm not. All right? Part of it is because I'm talking to you. The other part is, it's not worth it. It really isn't. This person is obviously a loser who has no class. But they're a rarity, right? And they're not worth getting angry about. And just let it go. Oh, there it is. Impulse control. Perhaps Sabretooth can live in your society. So that's today's lesson, kids. Impulse control. Seek it out. Figure out what works for you. And go for it. Your life will be better. Your brain will be clearer. And you know what? You better eat spicy stuff again. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta do my thing. As always, it's wonderful talking to the children of the earth. And I love sharing with